Hey everybody, this is Cameron from Obnoxious and Anonymous, and welcome to this breaking news. Now, obviously from the title that you've seen, new Twin Peaks is coming in 2020, but it's not what you think. So let's step back a few weeks and let's go back to that Hollywood Horror Museum tweet that promised that Twin Peaks fans in 2020 were going to be overjoyed. And, they got a lot of press for it. They got a lot of flack for it, but they kept saying, trust us. Something is happening. All right. Well, then that got picked up by, news outlets and websites started running. Like, could it be another season? Could it be a standalone movie? What could it be? And it caused the Twin Peaks community to be in a flurry, right? We all got up and just overjoyed and excited about what the possibilities of this thing could be. We did a couple videos on this channel discussing, possibilities, but saying that there was just too much out there for it to be nothing, or too much out there to have it just be a virtual reality game of something of that nature. You had Michael Horst tweet, not tweeting. We had Instagram, and you had other actors tweeting, and George Griffith doing bullseyes, and it just was like everybody was getting in on the fun, and it was getting, I don't know, like some people thought it was getting cruel because, Kyle MacLachlan and Mark Frost were on Twitter, throughout the day, not saying anything, but just kind of like teasing stuff, but not really teasing anything directly about anything. But it just made everyone just go, what's happening? And people would I could see people on Kyle's Instagram saying, what is going on? You're driving us crazy. So anyway, everyone was getting into the spirit and it was also driving some people nuts. I myself, was saying, look, they have to say something. They can't just, let all these rumors and things just go amok and then just go, because it wasn't just fans online discussing it. It was media outlets and legitimate news sites and places. I think Newsweek was writing articles about it. So, it kind of blew up, right? And, and I talked to, someone who told me that, well, they were at a Hollywood party and they heard that it wasn't a possible season. It was a possible 2 seasons with perhaps a movie in between or a movie after or something like that. And I was like, 2 seasons? Like that sounded just insane to me, but it also made sense in a way because you could do, let's say, 12 episodes with a 6-episode seasons, right? And then with a little movie in between. I could see that. So I reported it as a rumor, and some people were like, wow, that's wild. And other people were saying that's complete BS. And again, I never report it as fact. I report it as rumor because that's what it is or was. But at the same time, though, I felt the need to, share that kind of stuff with you guys because I don't know, to me, this is part of the fun of being a Twin Peaks and David Lynch and Mark Frost fan, is getting into the spirit of it all and getting into the clues and the mysteries and trying to figure it all out. And even if there's no answer, just the idea of being immersed in this landscape is just intoxicating and fun. And, some people think it's, ridiculous to speculate. I think it's fun to speculate about things. I do. So anyway, so this went on for a few days, if not a week. And then all of a sudden, overnight, it just died. Completely just died. I have no idea how something like this just gets, it's almost like they just flick the light switch and boom, there's nothing being posted about on Twitter anymore or social media that I can see. Maybe on certain pages there are, but anything that I'm seeing, it's just like the rumor mill has gone dark. It's kind of amazing. Like websites aren't writing about it. Nobody's talking about it. It's just that's just wild to me. Anyway, so, but we've been thinking, like, why would Hollywood Horror Museum just say that like something big was going to happen in 2020 if nothing was happening? I mean, what good would that do, that site? Because it's, regardless of what you may think, it is a reputable site online, and for them to say that, I mean, and they're just making it up. I mean, that's just that would just be ridiculous, especially since they doubled and tripled and quadrupled down on it. So anyway, that got us thinking over here at O&A. We were thinking, well, what could it be? What really could it be? Could it be the recut Fire Walk With Me that apparently Lynch has been working on since I believe 2016, 2017, when it was first reported out of the UK Twin Peaks Festival. No, it's not that. Although I still hope he's working on that, because I would love to see it. And I hope he just goes, crazy with it. I don't want to just see Lynch's official version with the missing pieces in there. I want to see Kyle MacLachlan spying on Laura and James in the movie itself. Like, that would be just so cool. But it's not that. It is not the recut Fire Walk With Me, even though maybe that's coming too in 2020. I don't know. Could it be a standalone Showtime movie? No, it's not that either. Could it be something for CBS All Access? No, it's not that either. So, because I kept thinking, okay, well, they've had like now 2 years now. It's been completely quiet. What could they do? I mean, the whole idea of doing another season under wraps, especially since so many Twin Peaks fans follow a lot of the actors on social media, it seemed like that was a nearly impossible thing. Not entirely impossible, but nearly impossible. But I was a firm believer in this standalone movie idea. I thought that, Lynch, if you watched all the behind the scenes of season 3, he is constantly complaining about the lack of time and all that. So I thought, well, you know what? He could secretly be doing a Twin Peaks standalone movie. They have the sets and things like that. They could just bring in an actor here, here and there, and shoot it a la Inland Empire style, at his own pace. They could completely do that, but it's not that. So, and I know a lot of people are going like, oh my, there's 2 Blu-ray sets coming out this year. There's one coming out. One just came out. And then there's the big one, the Z to A box set, which is coming out in December. And it has 2 episodes in 4K, the pilot and episode 8 from season 3. And a lot of people are saying, oh God, please don't let it be another Blu-ray set in 2020 for the 30th anniversary, and like a 4K set for the whole thing. Don't make us buy it again. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not that either. Although there may be a release of this later down the line, which, as a Twin Peaks fan, we're going to inevitably buy anyway. So what could this be? All right. Well, everything I'm about to tell you completely lines up with what Hollywood Horror Museum tweeted out. Now, I don't know if this is exactly what they were tweeting about, but this lines up with what they were tweeting about. Okay. Because the whole idea of, okay, yes, shooting a secret movie under wraps could happen. Completely could happen. I mean, they did it with the Breaking Bad movie. They did it with 10 Cloverfield Lane. It's possible, but it's not that. So what else could it be? Well, this is what I heard. This is what I heard today. And because it's not official, it's not coming from Lynch Frost Productions, it's not coming from Showtime, it's not coming from CBS, you're going to have to just treat this as another rumor. However, this completely falls in line with everything we've heard, completely makes sense with the timeline. And I firmly believe at this moment, this is what it is. So let's get to it. What I heard is David Lynch is recutting season 3 with additional material and going to release it for a one-night theater event. Now, here come the questions. Does this mean that David Lynch is bringing down the length of season 3 to a manageable 2 to 3 hour theatrical release with extra material put into it? Or because sometimes you see these Fathom events where they do these like Marvel days and nights where they show all 22 films in a row until they get to Endgame. Is it possible, because this is a 1-day theatrical event, and I don't know if it's through Fathom or another thing, but could Lynch have people sit through a 20-hour, potentially 20-hour theatrical experience? I could see that happening too. So either way, it's either going to be, when I hear he's recutting season 3 for a one-night theatrical event with additional material, that either means he's compressing it and making it a theatrical film with bonus material included, or it's going to be an 18 plus, potentially 20-hour film experience, and not like the Museum of Modern Art, right? They did it where they showed it, episode by episode where their end credits. I mean, I think they're going to probably take the end credits out and just make you sit through the whole dang thing, if that's what they're going to do. But yeah, that's what I heard. And that completely lines up. You could completely take deleted material or shoot just a few things here and there and include it into a new release of season 3. That's completely doable. That's completely doable under wraps without people knowing about it, or just using extra material. I mean, come on. They shot 90 minutes of extra material for Fire Walk with Me. I'm sure there's more, but that's what we saw. So who knows how much they have for season 3. Now, Sabrina had said that there wasn't a lot extra, but if there's additional material being included in this release, there's got to be something, right? So I don't know how much additional material they're going to include, but yeah. So what do you think? Does this make you go, oh my God, that's incredible. I can't wait to see this, whatever it is, whatever the length of it is? Or does that make you go, that's it? We're going to have to sit through season 3 again, just with some additional material? I don't know. To me, I'm excited because, we've heard the stories of what Kyle has said about how there was more, Cooper stuff with the Dougie scenes and all that. I don't know if any of that will be included, but those are things we've gotten hints of that could potentially be in the film. This sounds exciting to me. What doesn't sound exciting to me is that we're going to have to rebuy a season 3 again with all this additional material. That doesn't sound exciting to me because there's only so many times I can own season 3. But because I already own it on Blu-ray, going to be twice, and I have the streaming version as well, and I'm sure a lot of you have other copies on DVD and things like that. So anyway, season 3 apparently is coming back, recut with additional material for a one-night theatrical event. I don't know if it's going to be a 2 to 3 hour event or whether it's going to be a 20-hour event. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think, if this is something that's really exciting to you, or whether you're like, ugh, again. I don't know. I'm leaning on the excited part just because I don't know what the additional material is or could be, and that makes me excited to see new material. But anyway, let me know in the comments. My name's Cameron. This is Obnoxious Anonymous. Make sure to follow us on YouTube. Give this video also a big thumbs up. We have a Facebook and Twitter account. Follow us there, as well as a Patreon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the trees. Take care. Bye.